Welcome back to the Whitford's Nodes, a Perth Coastal Bike Ride, and we've got some more guests to talk to. It's like telethon here, really. We've got David and we've got Jenna. Now, David is from WATCAC.
That's right, thank you.
And what does WATCAC do? So
WATCAC, it stands for the West Australian Tandem Cycling Advisory Council. And we're a not-for-profit that focuses on, we're all volunteers, and we focus on cycling for vision impaired and blind. So we get people who normally couldn't be out cycling to enjoy the wonderful world of being on a bike and getting involved with community events like this.
Fantastic. And we've got Jenna, who's a stoker.
Yeah,
and there's no R in that. This is stoker.
So we've got pilots and we've got stokers, haven't we?
Pilots and stokers.
That's right. So the pilot is on the front of the bike, and they're the individual that obviously has vision. And then you have the stoker on the bike. And in WATCAC, some of us are completely blind, some of us are vision impaired or low vision, and some of us are deaf blind as well. So extra challenge there.
So you've just done the 100K.
I have, yes.
So how did that go for you?
Yep, so I did it today with my pilot, Colin. He and I have been riding together for a while. It wasn't our first 100, but I have to say this is probably the most comfortable 100 we've done, so thank you.
So what actually happens when you're cycling on 100K? Who's doing the talking? Is the pilot doing the talking, obviously?
It's whoever's not tired. So the dynamic on the bike is, and it depends on how long the partnership have been working together. For some people, the pilot needs to give a lot of commentary based on not just visually what's around us, but also what's happening, so whether or not there's cars coming or bikes coming. But because Colin and I have been riding together for quite some time, we don't really have to communicate too much about what we're doing on the bike. We just sit there and have a social chat, if you will, for a couple of hours.
Yeah, well, that'd be a social chat, because the pilot's in the hot seat. He's the one that's got to get us to where you have to get to, I guess.
That's right. There's often comments from people while we're riding past that the person on the bike isn't doing it, on the back isn't doing anything. So I'm just there to be ornamental. I'm not actually practical or functional.
But you're cycling at the same time as the person in front, aren't you?
Correct. The chain, we've got one chain,
yeah,
2 wheels, 4 pedals, and we're cycling in unison. So if somebody's flagging, we're both going to be flagging. Yeah.
Well, I'd be putting my feet up and using a spinnaker, because then I could hold the spinnaker up and it'd just go, and the pilot wouldn't know anything different at the back.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to be cycling with you, Cambo. So just, Jenna, can you just tell us about, what does it mean for you when you're cycling and with your level of vision?
Yeah, so I actually stopped riding a bike when I was 10. And I only just started riding again when I moved to Perth last year, when I discovered WATCAC. I actually thought cycling was, a long gone dream of mine. So in the past 2 years since I've moved here, I've been able to join WATCAC so they do 3 rides a month. So they've got me out of the house. I've met a great community of other vision impaired people, as well as people who want to help us get out and about in the community. So it's great. And
David, of course, is also organises the cyclists for the life cycle, which my son does every year for the last 10 years.
Don't quite organise it. That's up to the life cycle team, but I have ridden the life cycle for canteen rides.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that we try to do at WATCAC, is to bring cycling for vision impaired into the mainstream, and that's why we get involved with community events like this. But we're always on the lookout for volunteers. So if there's anybody who is a cyclist and would like to help somebody who's vision impaired, this is a wonderful way of doing it. And if there's anybody who's vision impaired who's listening who would like to get out on a bike and hasn't had that opportunity, please get in contact with us. I'll give you the website.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So watcac.org, and there's a contact us page on there.
That's what you should do, Ben.
Yeah, I'll certainly think about that too. Thank you, Cambo.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's great to have you on 89.7 FM. It's really great to talk to you, and particularly with you, Jenna. That's a fantastic achievement to do 100 Ks.
Thanks for having us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, keep it right here on the music. It's 89.7 FM. It's the people and the music.